We uphold the law. We've got to pay our taxes. But to what end? The potholes on the roads are not fixed, but the military are getting armed, and the munitions are getting supplied and manufactured with our money. But our leaders cannot even stand meeting us because they know we are right. And they know they are complicit in war crimes. Shame on all of them. And it is for the Palestinian that we stand today. It is because the legalities and the lawmakers and who we were supposed to call leaders have forsaken the voice of the voiceless. It is for them that we stand against, because these leaders do not represent us. It is why from every rivers and every seas and every road, between the buildings and between the forests, that we have stood fast, we have marched these streets, these roads for the past 5 months now. How on earth has it taken 5 months for them to even lift a finger? We have witnessed a week and a half of International Court of Justice, a case brought forward by the South African government to end a genocide. Past UN directors have labeled it as a textbook case of genocide. And yet those leaders, such as Wisman Sunak, will have us and call us idiots. Like my brother, a future freedom fighter, Mustafa Wafi, has sent them various messages and very strongly opinionated messages from a 7-year-old to Rishi Sunak, who's God knows what his age is. May he pass away soon. Because he doesn't represent us. He's unelected. Because the UK, as a government, has had countless prime ministers who have failed every single one of them. Well, one of us, sorry. And it is in retaliation to every single one of their words that we stand these streets. It is for the Palestinians that we stand fast. It is for us that we will blockade the streets, because we've asked nicely for legalities to stop arming Israel. We've asked nicely the council to demand a ceasefire. We've asked nicely our representative, the Labour Party. We've asked nicely whoever supports conservatives. We've asked nicely across the board, and we've received nothing but disrespect across the board. And that is why we must march these streets more than ever, because if we don't march these streets, and if there's no civil disobedience, this country will not act. We have been millions on the streets, and the government has not acted. My brothers and sisters in Gaza are getting slaughtered, and they'll have you tell you, oh, I just started in 7th of October. Hamas this, Hamas that. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You're right. Because we've all seen pictures of the West Bank, where it is the Palestinian Authority that rules it, with the collaboration of the Israeli forces, that snipe, bomb, bulldoze our infrastructure in West Bank, that destroy the Yasser Arafat monument. that attack the civilians. And it is for them, from the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
that is for them that we stand fast. And it is against our leaders that we will not stay silent, because Rafah was sold to the West as the last safe place. How on earth is it safe if people on the streets are getting bombed? If Hind and her family in her car are getting slaughtered by tanks? How is it that we remain silent and the world remains silent? How is it that these schools are not getting taught the true definition of genocide? As students, as academics, as lawyers, as builders, as journalists, we must represent each and everyone's profession in Palestine. Because Palestinians are some of the most intelligent men, women, and students in the world. It is from them we take hope. It is from them we get inspired. And it is for them we stand fast, resilient, and on the streets every single day. Because, inshallah, Palestine will be free in its entirety. From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
in our thousands and in our millions.
We are all Palestinians.
Free, free,
Palestine.
free, free,
Palestine.
free, free.
Palestine.
Isolate the Zionist state. Isolate the Zionist state.
Sanctions now.
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 What are we going to shut down?
Rafah.
What are we going to shut down?
Rafah.
Where is it?
Scotland Road.
Where is it?
Scotland Road.
Shut it down, brick by brick. Dismantle it, blockade it, ransack the bitch. Pardon my language, my emotions. An Israeli factory in our town, Jody town. I swear the Jodis are the most nicest people I've ever met. I can't understand the proper Jody accent, but I love them. I love every single one of you, every single supporter of Palestine, and every single Palestinian across Palestine, every single Palestinian across Lebanon, Syria, and in the diaspora loves you, respects you, and inshallah you get to meet one of them across the borders, one of them in Palestine, and trust me in saying this, they will open their door for you. We will open our doors for you. Not our homes. We will not give you the keys because we've learned from our mistake now. And there's a famous saying that we Palestinians say is أخذوها مفروشة. They took it furnished. They literally took it furnished. The buildings, the hospitals, the hotels, and then they just started building on top of it. Even the land with the sheep, they confiscate them and claim them as their own. Even the donkeys. You know, in Gaza, I'll tell you a fact. In Gaza, donkeys are not allowed to be imported in Gaza because the donkey is the greatest economical threat to Israel. Can you believe it? The donkey, the greatest economical threat to apartheid Israel. Because a donkey, Hmar, is like our friend. Without ambulances today, we've seen videos in Gaza that a car, a donkey transport, is the new ambulance. It's the new UN transport. It's the new everything. Because there's no fuel, but there is a donkey. And I am not the last one to speak. I have my dear friend Noura from the West Bank. She's lived the stories of the West Bank. I'm planning to go to the West Bank, and inshallah I'll get accepted to go there, but as a Gazan, it's a bit difficult. So I'll hand over the mic to Noura, and I'm glad you made it.